As I destroyed that computer, I saw something curious inside its metal guts. It was a thick cable and a sign that said ground floor alarm cable, do not cut. Done. With the cable cut, the alarm wouldn't be triggered on this floor. Even if I was detected, guards wouldn't be able to trigger the alarm. They put a lot of effort into the security of that compound. The guards weren't the typical ones I've encountered before. They were... ex-Terminator guards. The ultimate robot technology. Titanium endoskeleton covered with organic material to look like humans. Programmed to kill with no regrets or doubts. And I held no regrets or doubts about destroying them since they weren't alive. They put a lot of Scandinavian guards. Not only were they tougher than normal guards, they were light sleepers too.
Escaping prisoner, send backup.
Oops, I fell asleep. Oops, I fell asleep.
What was that? Come on, stand up.
They put Scandinavian guard.
Escaping prisoner, send backup.
Oops, I fell asleep. Oops, I fell asleep.
What was that?
Oops, I fell asleep.
I heard something. Escaping prisoner! Send backup!
In that pokey little room, I found a few crates. They contained
I heard something. Base, escaping prisoner! Send backup!
Welcome to the basement.
Thanks? Who are you?
I'm the Lord of the Labyrinth.
If I hadn't had enough already, a mental patient escaped from a ward. I played along. I'm Fox, son of Zox. I hail you, O Lord of the Labyrinth. What's behind that door?
A dark labyrinth filled with deadly traps.
Why did they build a maze down here?
They didn't. The labyrinth already existed. This building was built over an old prison, which was built over ancient catacombs. It is said that the souls of the prisoners still dwell there.
Are you trying to scare me with that children's story?
It is merely a warning. Such is the esteemed duty of the Lord of the Labyrinth.
I was curious about what was inside the labyrinth. But I had no business in these catacombs. I was focused on my escape, so I didn't think about those ridiculous stories. Although later, I'd be back.
Do you wish to enter the labyrinth?
No, thank you. Freeze! Hands up! What happened with Dr. Hoffman is kinda long to explain. Do you want me to summarize it?
Don't even think about it. Any detail can be crucial, so don't skip anything.
Now, I want you to drop that fissile core uranium-235 isotope sample.
How in the world do you know that it's a fissile core uranium-235 isotope sample?
What else would be in the hands of a scientist whose expertise is in fissile core uranium-235 isotopes?
How do you know I'm a scientist whose expertise is in fissile core uranium-235 isotopes?
I know everything about Operation Jericho. Now, drop that sample.
Do you know what will happen if I drop this and the flask is broken?
Of course I know. The radiation will flood the whole room.
And that would kill us all.
I know. I'm not telling you to literally drop it. I mean, slowly set it on the table.
It's okay. Don't get nervous.
Now turn around. Slowly.
I'm afraid I can't turn around slowly. Because we're working in a 2D environment, I can only turn in multiples of 90 degrees.
Then turn around 90 degrees twice. So you're the brains behind it all. You won't get away with this, you sick bastard. Operation Jericho will die with you.
Everything okay, Dr. Hoffman? Oh God, he has a weapon!
Wait, you said Dr. Hoffman? Is your surname Hoffman?
Yes?
Fuck.
Why? What's up?
I had a neighbor called Hoffman. He was tall, German, and hairy. He won the lottery, but died of gonorrhea the week after.
Poor man.
Yes, life can be cruel sometimes. But enough stories. What's the purity of the isotope you're using?
95%.
Are you mad? That purity is highly unstable. You'd need to generate an absolute void field and contain that isotope in an electromagnetic field.
That's what we do. We have containers of 500 megajoules.
You're playing God. Rabble like you invented the H-bomb. You disgust me. Hold on. Fuck. H as in Hoffman. You invented the H-bomb.
What are you saying? The H comes from hydrogen.
Hydro what? Don't try to confuse me with your scientific slang. Whether or not you're the mind behind this, you're the accomplice of a nuclear menace. Say goodbye, Dr. Hoffman.
Wait, I did it against my will. They have my daughter. If I don't do what they say, they'll kill her.
Your daughter? Where are they keeping her?
They have her working as a doctor in the Alpha building.
The Alpha building. The same one where I met the doctor. Suddenly, I pieced things together, and everything made sense. There were 2 doctors in that building, although I never saw this man's daughter. Doctor, how old is she?
Somewhere in her 30s.
In her 30s? What kind of answer is that? A good father would say she turned 32 last April 31st.
April only has 30 days.
Don't change the subject. What sort of father are you?
It's okay. I confess I've never been a good father, since I've spent all my time absorbed in science.
Not mine.
Not mine either.
Excuse me one moment. Hello, honey. This is not a good time.
It's never a good time for you, Dad.
I know. But my current situation is particularly disastrous.
Why?
Because a man is pointing his gun at me.
What? Who is he?
I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's from here.
I think I know who it is. Ask him if his name is Jesse Fox.
Hold on. Pardon me. Are you Jesse Fox?
Yes.
Yes, it's him.
Damn it all to hell.
Do you know him? Honey, are you there? Hello? She hung up.
Oops. Now it's mine. Jesse Fox here. Over.
Can you tell me what the hell you're doing?
Doctor, hey, hello. How are you?
Not very happy knowing that you're aiming a gun at my father.
What? Your father?
Yes.
Doctor, this is not your father.
What do you mean? Of course he is.
That's what they're trying to get us to believe. In truth, he's the father of another doctor that works in your building.
What? There are no other doctors. I'm the only one here.
They're trying to make us believe that too. They're manipulating us. Is your father, by any chance, an expert in nuclear chemistry who works in the Omega building?
Yes, he is.
The evidence finally collapsed in on itself. Besides two doctors, there were two scientist fathers. The one in front of me who also had a doctor daughter, and the doctor's father. Really? Then explain something to me. How is it possible that someone like you, dedicated to looking after others, has a father that is involved in the annihilation of millions of people?
What are you saying? My father is a good man. He's a brilliant scientist, not a killer.
Well, the man in front of me is working with uranium for nuclear weapons that will be used to annihilate entire cities.
What? No, this can't be.
You see? I told you he wasn't your father. What should I do? Do I kill him?
What? No! Tell him that.
Doctor, I can't understand you if you cover your mouth. Doctor? She hung up.
Why did you tell her? Now my own daughter will hate me.
Don't worry, she wasn't your daughter. She was the other doctor.
What are you talking about? They're the same person.
That's what they're trying to make us believe. They're toying with us. Are you really doing this for your daughter?
Yes. I want her to be safe.
Millions of people could die.
I prefer the deaths of millions of people over the death of my precious daughter.
You're a monster.
It's not called being a monster. It's called being a father. If you had a daughter, you would understand, Mr. Fox.
Enough! Where is the rooftop?
Above?
Don't be an asshole. I know that. I mean, how do I reach the rooftop? And don't stall me. Understood? Another stupid answer and I shoot.
I don't think you'll do it. You don't look like an assassin.
Really?
What have you done?
Fuck! It was an accident! Tis but a scratch. Come on, my friend. Stand up. I'm going to repeat the question one last time, and this time I won't miss.
Excuse me. You didn't miss. You hit me.
That's true. Then this time I won't heal anyone. How do I reach the rooftop?
There is a lift that reaches the rooftop. You just have to keep going up as much as you can. But you will need a level 4 access card to go out.
Well, in that case, give me a level 4 access card.
We don't have one. We just have level 3 access cards. I swear.
Fuck. I'll have to search for it. Now, continue working as if nothing happened. If you trigger the alarm or do something suspicious,
You'll kill us.
I promised the doctor not to kill anyone.
Hoffman's daughter, or the other one?
The other one.
Then you had no intention to shoot me, right?
Exactly.
You see? I told you that you didn't look like an assassin. I'm glad you're not one of those bastards. You can't imagine how much I hate myself for what they're forcing me to do.
In the end, I talked to them about my escape, about Colonel Harris, and the promise I made to him to call the cavalry if I managed to escape. That gave Dr. Hoffman and his team some small hope of rescue. He promised to delay the preparation of the uranium that would be used in Operation Jericho for as long as he could. After that, I asked him for some assistance in my escape, but he was terrified of being discovered, which would compromise his daughter's safety. So he decided to stay neutral, but still volunteered some information.
You're not going inside, are you?
I'm just going to have a quick look.
Are you crazy? Without an anti-rad suit, you will die in just a few minutes.
Another thing, don't shoot in the lab. Most of these devices don't react well to bullets.
Be careful in there. There are patrols of mechanical spiders. They can see in every direction.
Can they be shut down somehow?
Only with an electromagnetic grenade, but it would only last a few seconds.
Enough time to let them taste my fists. Thanks for the warning. Please carry on with your genocide work.
Mr. Fox! Mr. Fox!
I'm coming! What's up, Hoffman?
My daughter. She is not replying.
Isn't she a doctor? She must be operating on someone.
Right when you come into my life? Too many coincidences. What if they killed her?
Why would they do that? If they do, you no longer have a reason to continue your work here.
You're right. But
Relax and wait a while. And remember to delay those nuclear warheads as much as you can. God knows what'll happen if they get completed.
Hey, Fox, are you there?
Here I am, Robert. Guess where I am?
I don't think you're home. The radio signal wouldn't reach.
I'm in the Omega building.
Fuck, man. Where they're prepping the nukes? You decide to stop them? What a change of heart, man.
No, it wasn't intentional.
Then why the hell are you there?
Trying to ride a helicopter out of here.
Guess that whole runaway by sea plan didn't work out, eh?
Just forget about that.
I'll see what I can find out about that building. Fox, do you copy?
Base, area is clear. Returning to my position. Base, area is clear.
Hey, friend, still there? Hey, Fox, are you there?
Here I am, Robert. Get... This was the access card I needed to reach the rooftop. Now I just had to check if there were any helicopters up there. The fifth document was a shopping list. A collection of military vehicles they bought from the Soviet Union when it collapsed. Trucks, tanks, armored vehicles, helicopters, and nuclear submarines. Submarines like the one that attacked me. Now they have one less. The fourth document was the logbook of a mini-rescue submarine. It mentioned its last mission, a successful rescue operation from a week ago. The target was a sinking submarine. The K-278 Konsomelets, suffering from an onboard fire in the Barents Sea. Apparently, 2 nuclear torpedoes were salvaged during the job. The warheads involved in Operation Jericho. The third file of Operation Jericho was quite revealing. It had a map of the Kantor province with exact coordinates, an ambush plan, and a picture of the colonel with his name under it. Apparently their plan was to kidnap the colonel without leaving a trace. The second file of Operation Jericho was a compendium of coded numbers. It also had a map, so those numbers could be the coordinates of attack routes, or potentially the attack targets themselves. The first file was about an attack plan. Its code name was Operation Jericho. I couldn't find many details because it was encoded, but anyone could understand a chart about casualties. Its lines went all the way to the top.
Hey, a coin!
I found some photos on a desk. I had a look at them because, I was born curious.
Curious? Don't you mean nosy?
There were shots of some guys loading something big onto trucks. Something that looked like concrete blocks. Fuck. These were the photos Robert was taking just before he was captured. was on the 3rd floor. There were guards keeping watch on the whole level. But these were not your run-of-the-mill guards. They were Japanese mercenaries.
Were they also tougher than normal guards?
No way. On the contrary, they were weaker. One punch and down they went. But these Japanese mercs were damn perceptive due to special training they received. Their unique awareness was twice that of a normal guard, an angle of 180 degrees. Getting close to them unnoticed was impossible if you weren't behind their back.
Hey, a coin! something. Heard something. was that? Mike! What was that? Mike! Escaping prisoner!
Takuma Takagashi, Great Japanese Samurai Warrior, Guardian of General X.
If you're the boss of those assholes, know that they couldn't take 2 punches.
You insult Japanese culture. You die by my katana.
Really? I'm going to show you what I think about your damn karate.
I am Takuma Takagashi. I am Takuma. am Takuma Takagashi. I am Takuma Takagashi. I am Takuma. I am Takuma. I am Takuma. 타쿠. 어영 타쿠. You has won. You show great courage in combat. To fight you has been great honor. Sayonara.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Boss defeated.
Hey, Mike!
Fuck! You scared me. Mike?
Yeah, it's me.
I heard about how you kicked Marcuson's ass. Son of a bitch. He deserved it.
What are you doing here, Mike?
Well, after I finished repairing those lasers, they decided I had to come here and fix more stuff.
Wasn't it your night off?
Yep, just another night working for a bunch of damn extortionists. What brings you here, Mike? Need some help?
Nah, I'm going to the rooftop.
Almost there. Just take an elevator up a floor.
I know, I was just exploring a little.
Anyway, if you need any help, come see me. I'll be around.
Thanks, Mike. See you later.
Yep, toodaloo.
finally went out to the rooftop. As I stepped out, I observed details that would be missed by mere amateurs. But to a trained eye like mine, nothing ever goes unnoticed. First off, there was a communication antenna to my right.
Right? You mean on the left?
I was looking south, so your left is my right.
Of course. Continue.
Another key detail, there were 4 guards. And they were smoking. Well, well, well. Look who we have here.
Hands up!
You have no fucking idea who I am, do you?
Who the hell are you, scumbag?
I'm the man who's going to shove my boot in your asses so deep that you'll all be shitting leather for a month. I'm the fucking work inspector. Military Internal Affairs.
What?
So, how the fuck is it possible that a goddamn gentleman like me, dressed as a mere civilian, freely strolled around the whole fucking building? I'll tell you how. Because some inept guards decided that instead of being at their posts, they slithered up to the rooftop to hide, smoke, and spew scum.
It's our 5 minutes off, sir.
Are you kidding me, soldier?
No, sir.
What's your name, scumbag?
Mike, sir.
Listen to me carefully, scumbag Mike. I've been sent by the general himself. He is pissed off with all the soldiers in this building, and I have his permission to ensure each one of you are pissed on. I just have to make a little fucking check mark, and your precious fucking leave is a never-ending hell of cleaning latrines and wiping piss. So, don't piss me off. Do I make myself clear, scumbag Mike?
Crystal clear, sir.
Chatting here, blah, blah, blah. Gossiping like schoolgirls. You disgust me. Fuck. Imagine if I was a spy or a prisoner who managed to obtain critical information, and I was pretending to be a work inspector in order to steal a helicopter and escape. What do you think would happen, scumbag Mike?
Sir, it would be a non-authorized takeoff, and it would be shot down by the surface-to-air missiles.
And you think he couldn't avoid it?
Only if he disabled the communication with the missiles, sir.
I see. And how would he do that?
Sir, disabling the communication antenna that communicates with all surface-to-air missile batteries.
And then he just gets away. What kind of shitty security is that? That's it? This is all going into my report. Heads are going to roll.
Please, sir, don't rescind our leave. We have children waiting for us.
Fuck! You have children, and you're smoking? You call yourself a father, scumbag Mike? I have good reason to keep you from your kids.
No, please. I'll give up smoking. I swear to God.
Swear to me.
I swear.
I'm magnanimous. I will turn a blind eye to this indecency. But the day you hold another cigarette will be your last.
Thank you, sir.
Take a look at this floor. It's littered of cigarette butts, you pigs. Have you been tossing these without putting them out? You'll burn the building down. Not to mention the pollution. And what happens if a passing child gets burnt from these? Fucking swine. Lean down, little piggies, and collect all these cigarette butts. With your mouths. Now!
Yes, sir.
You too, asshole.
Yes, sir.
Now, get out of here and go back to your posts.
Yes, sir.
Here it was, the antenna. I searched for wires to cut. Good news, I found some wires. Bad news, I found something else behind them.
What, Mr. Fox?
A bomb.
A bomb in a communication antenna?
Exactly. I thought someone before me placed it there to sabotage the tower. And that person was captured or killed before he could set off the bomb. However, a label adjacent to the bomb solved the enigma. It read, Communication Antenna Sparky SGL-65B Anti-Vandalism System. Anti-personnel bomb explode if person attempt cut antenna signal. Explosion will not affect structure, but shrapnel eject outside literally destroy any person nearby.
Interesting. Sergeant, do we have anything similar on base?
No, Lieutenant, but we can request for one.
Well, continue with your farce, Mr. Fox.
The label continued. For emergency purpose, disconnect antenna. Prevent explosion by follow KGS 185/U protocol.
And what the hell is that protocol?
The KGS 185/U protocol. I had no idea, but eventually I found it in an office on the lab floor.
But you didn't pass through there?
Yes, but it was buried beneath thousands of other documents. I use the wire with clamps to connect the... with the... I use the wire with clamps to connect the... with the... use the wire with clamps to connect the... with the... I use the wire with clamps to connect the... with the... I use the wire with clamps to connect the... with the... I use the bolt cutter to cut the... I use the bolt cutter to cut the... I use the bolt cutter to cut the... Done. The antenna was out of action. The surface-to-air defenses would never activate if I hit the skies. Now, I could finally get that damn helicopter and escape. There it was, the helicopter I eventually escaped in, only to have you inevitably shoot it down. But fuck, I didn't have the damn key. I needed it to get the door open.
Fox, do you copy?
I copy you, Robert.
You find a chopper yet?
Found a helicopter, but I don't have the key.
Can't you hotwire it?
I can't even open the outer door. Work your magic with the radio. Maybe you can hear something useful.
No problem. Let's see if a guard can be tricked into telling where a spare key is.
Thanks, friend. Hey, Mike. How did they bring you here?
In a helicopter, like everyone else.
Everyone but me? Mike, I'm looking for the key to that helicopter.
Well, General X probably has it in his office.
Is it far?
You're right in front of it.
That door?
Yes.
Fuck. Finally some luck.
But
what?
Only General X can open it.
Shit. Can't you use your magic?
Nope.
There has to be a way to get in there. Back door or something. Come on, Mike, think.
Wait. His office might have another entrance. A while ago, I was studying the map of this building, and I saw something weird.
Weird? What was weird?
The office has a private elevator that leads to the basement. I always wondered why he wanted an unlocked private elevator.
So you could take the main elevator to the basement and go through there to General X's private elevator?
Yup.
Thanks, Mike. I'm going to the basement.
Mike, wait! The basement is a fucking maze! Take this map with you. You'll need it to get through safely.
I answered the call before leaving.
Hey, Fox, weren't you searching for a helicopter key?
Fuck yeah.
You have it yet?
Not yet, but I believe General X has one in his office. Why?
Because I heard some talk on the radio. They're keeping a copy of that key in a special room. It's somewhere close to General X's office, through a private lift. Don't know what room it is or where, but I know the door is marked with an X.
A door marked with an X?
Yeah, man. Fucking weird.
Thanks, Robert. If I don't find the key in his office, I'll look for that room. wish to enter the labyrinth.
Then say friend in Elvish, and the door will open.
Friend? In Elvish? Shit. Turns out the mental patient was a fucking Lord of the Rings geek. What person in their right mind knows how to say friend in Elvish? Well, I don't know the word. Can you give me a hint?
I'm afraid I can't grant any assistance to this enigma.
What if I grant you a punch in the face?
Fruit. Big, sweet. You eat it in the summer?
Watermelon?
It lacks water.
Melon? I reached the first intersection. It had 3 exits, north, east, and west. I checked the map. The first letter was E, so I took the path to the east. I found an old rusted sword. 1,000 years ago, it could have been of use. But this was current year, so I tossed it. I reached the second intersection. It also had 3 exits, north, east, and west. I checked the map a second time. The second letter was also an E, so I took the east path. I would make an effort to check the map at every intersection as I proceeded. was something odd about that wall. I found a suspicious brick that smelled like turkey. I pushed it, and... I entered the secret door and left those dungeons behind. Ahead of me was a less dank portion of the basement. According to Mike, there had to be an elevator somewhere that went to General X's office, which should ultimately hold the original helicopter key. On the other hand, Robert told me that he heard of a special room with an X on its door, which could alternatively hold a copy of that key. Either option was fine as long as I could get a hold of a damn working key. And thus, my search of the basement began. A door marked with an X, just like Robert told me. There it was, the secret room where they kept the helicopter key.
Why would they keep a key in such a creepy place instead of an office?
The more I thought about it, the more things felt out of place. I had a strange feeling, like a gut feeling that something was just wrong.
Mr. Fox, you have finally arrived.
General X?
The same. Are you searching for a key, Mr. Fox? Perhaps one for a helicopter? You won't find it here, Mr. Fox. I'm afraid that your contact has betrayed you.
Fuck.
Don't blame him. He's been the victim of my counterintelligence.
Right there, in front of me, was General X, the puppet master of Operation Jericho. Not only was he a merciless, psychopathic asshole, he was so smart that he could predict my every move. For starters, he tricked me and Robert into searching for this room.
You had us waiting longer than expected, Mr. Fox.
If you drew some arrows in the labyrinth, I would have come sooner.
That would remove a certain charm, don't you think? By the way, I brought some company.
Colonel! Doctor!
I see you're already acquainted. I'll get to the point, Mr. Fox. Surrender. Otherwise, we'll start executing our guests.
There were too many people. If I opened fire, Harris and the doctor could die.
Let me guess. You're considering the option of shooting, but you know that Harris and the doctor could die.
Fuck, yeah. He read my mind, but that asshole X was a clean shot. If I shot quickly, I could kill him.
Now you're probably thinking I'm stupid for being so exposed, and that you can kill me with a quick enough shot. If you shoot and kill me, that would be the end of the final boss. Of all of this, you'd be a hero. Do you really have such a low opinion of my intellect, Mr. Fox?
Shit. This was part of his plan. He was here on purpose. I was thinking that he might have worn a bulletproof vest.
By now, you should be thinking that I'm wearing a bulletproof vest. Shooting an armored man would be foolish, don't you think?
Fuck. He read my mind once again. But even if his body was covered, his head was not. One bullet between his eyes and goodbye.
But you're not a quitter, Mr. Fox. It's only logical that you'd consider shooting me in the head. I will admit, a challenging yet possible shot. An Olympian trial of marksmanship, reflexes, and luck. Let me spare you the trouble. Sergeant!
Yes, sir.
Shoot me in the head at point blank range.
Sir!
That's an order.
Yes, sir!
The bullet went through his head, but the bastard was unfazed.
Return to your post, Sergeant.
Yes, sir!
What you're staring at in awe, Mr. Fox, is a projected image of myself.
A hologram?
Precisely, Mr. Fox. And now that it's obvious that you can't kill me, let's conclude the matter of your surrender. Or are there not enough dead bodies to convince you?
Just give me 10 seconds to think about it.
Of course.
It's okay. I surrender.
Mr. Fox.
Colonel! Kill Harris. Kill the doctor.
Mr. Fox, you have finally arrived.
Do you know what I find ironic?
Do tell, Mr. Fox.
That the two soldiers standing behind the doctor and the colonel, the ones supposed to execute them, are actually the ones that'll save their lives.
Fascinating. How do you figure?
Meat shields.
Meat shields? For what?
Bricks.
What?
Doctor!
I'm fine. What happened?
An explosion. The guard behind you received the brunt of it. Colonel!
He's alive. Looks like he just blacked out.
We have to leave before reinforcements arrive. I'm taking Harris with me.
It's best not to move him. We don't know if he has any fractures or internal wounds.
I'll take the risk. He can't stay here. I took Colonel Harris with me. doctor. Let's go.
I'm not coming, Fox.
Why not?
There are injured that require my attention, and I don't want to leave my father alone.
What? They were going to kill you.
No, they weren't. It was just a trick to catch you. And if I leave, my father won't work and they'll kill him. Run! Go away!
I'll come back for you with the cavalry. You have my word. I left that room, carrying the Colonel.
Wait, you're saying that you managed to rescue Colonel Harris?
That's correct.
Well, Mr. Fox, let's see what you invent to remove him from this story.
Lieutenant, we found a corpse in the remains of the helicopter.
What? Who is he?
We don't know, Lieutenant. It was totally carbonized by the fire.
Take him to the lab. I want a forensic analysis done yesterday. Do you understand me, Wachowski?
Yes, sir.
Fuck. We killed Colonel Harris. May God forgive us.
No, he's not Harris. The Colonel died a month ago in an ambush. These are his personal belongings, his dog tag, his watch. Don't you remember, Sergeant? We found them on his corpse. That man has never seen the Colonel. He's just trying to confuse us with his lies. Fuck's sake, he has absolutely no evidence for what he's saying.
I have this.
But what? If I'm not mistaken, it's a graduation ring for the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Sergeant, you don't believe him, do you?
With all due respect, sir, I only said that Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
He's trying to fool us, Sergeant. I remind you that there are more rings like this one.
Yes, but not with the same smell.
It reeks of shit.
Sir, permission to smell the ring? Fuck. It smells just like Colonel Harris's anus.
What? How the hell do you know what the Colonel's anus smells like?
I'm not authorized to reveal that information, sir.
Fuck. This is getting out of hand. Mr. Fox, continue your story. Let's see if we can finish this once and for all.
There it was, General X's private elevator. went up in the private elevator of...
Lieutenant, they found a bullet in the carbonized corpse head.
A bullet?
So it wasn't us after all. Colonel Harris was murdered.
Hey, friend, don't look at me. I haven't killed anyone.
I'm not your friend.
For fuck's sake, shut up. Wachowski, send the bullet to Science Officer Hollister for analysis. And tell him to collate it with the gun Mr. Fox had on him. Maybe we'll have a surprise. I want the results of that 5 minutes ago. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Wow! That asshole General X had some cool music equipment. Multi-band equalizer, auto-amplified subwoofer, and... No way. Double-deck cassette player. Fuck, you could record directly from one cassette to another. Fuck! I found out that bastard kept a fully stocked armory behind his office. I finally reached the last floor.
Lieutenant, we already have the ballistics results.
And?
You are right, sir. Ballistics established that the bullet was fired from Mr. Fox's gun.
You killed Colonel Harris, you bastard!
Sergeant, behave.
Sir, permission to execute that assassin!
Permission denied. First off, we can't confirm the identity of the victim until we have the forensics report. Second, according to policy, Mr. Fox has the right to finish his story. Mr. Fox, continue. And you better not contradict the evidence we're collecting.
Mr. Fox, leaving so soon and without a farewell. That's not very neighborly of you. And what's that on your shoulder? That's personal property, Mr. Fox. Haven't your parents taught you never to steal?
General X stood in my way, assuming it was really him and not another hologram.
Are you asking yourself if I'm another hologram?
Well, yeah.
No, not this time. It is I, in the flesh.
Good. Then I'll...
Put a bullet in my head?
You read my mind.
Please tell me, Mr. Fox, how does one shoot that which they cannot see?
What? What the fuck?
Do you like my new device, Mr. Fox? Optical electronic hollow camouflage, the latest in nanotechnology. Obviously, if you start firing randomly, there's still a chance I may be hit. I believe dumb luck is a concept you're fond of? So if you don't mind, I invite you to expend some ammunition with some friends. Many bullets left, Fox? I imagine not. I suspect you've stashed some grenades, though. Let's find out. Mr. Fox. Bullets. Mr. Fox. Should be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to comfortably finish you. By the way, I'm sure you may have noticed by now, while you were distracted with my friends, I took the liberty to follow you around and recover some of my stolen property. Managed to injure me, Mr. Fox. Sincerely, this was beyond my expectations. Luckily, you've brought my first aid kits. Hope you don't mind that you're missing one.
So, you've been stealing my stuff.
Your stuff. Everything you've acquired is from my base, Mr. Fox. And as the proverb states, one who steals from a thief will receive 100 years of pardon.
That bastard had been stealing from me while I was busy destroying his machines. And I'm sure he was going to steal more stuff as he needed it.
You've run out of first aid kits, Mr. Fox. Unfortunately, you'll be unable to heal yourself anymore.
Fortunately, it also means that you've run out of them.
Which adds to the thrill. Let the best man win.
What the fuck? You bastard!
Mr. Fox, first you complain because I remove your belongings, and now you complain again when I return them?
What?
Cheer up. I simply gave back your rusty wire. Although, maybe I've been a little brusque. You can find it between your ribs. By the way, Mr. Fox, let's see if you can kill me before bleeding to death. Good luck. Mr. Fox. Do you have many bullets? Well, you should be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to comfortably finish you. By the way, I'm sure you may have noticed by now, while you were distracted with my friends, I took the liberty. Mr. Do you have many Well, you... I have underestimated you, Mr. Fox.
Boss defeated.
What are you waiting for? Finish me.
Time without paying for your crimes? No way. I'll take you to a trial so they condemn you and lock you in a cell to rot for the rest of your life.
I see. Tell me, Mr. Fox, how are you going to take me if you can't move?
What?
You're so predictable. I knew you wouldn't kill me or let me die. Just like all of my other subordinates, they consistently led you directly into my trap, Mr. Fox. Honestly, I hope you were going to surprise me again, like that little spark in the basement. But once more, the pen is mightier than the sword. By the way, thanks for volunteering to test my new paralyzer. The discharge it releases shuts down the whole peripheral nervous system. You should have killed me when you had the chance. See you never, Mr. Fox.
See you never, General X. Are you all right, son? Don't worry. The effects on the paralysis will wear off soon. But it's not prudent to stay here. Come on, stand up, Fox. I'll help you walk.
Colonel Harris and I went to the helicopter. A few minutes later, when I regained my motor skills, we took off.
Lieutenant, we have the forensic report of the carbonized corpse.
Hand it to the sergeant. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we can finally prove that Mr. Fox has been lying. Sergeant, what does the report say?
And the physiological study confirms that the corpse with identification C4423 measures 3 inches taller than Colonel Alan Harris, disproving his identity. What? Then he's not the colonel.
Of course not. I told you, Sergeant. Care to explain this, Mr. Fox? Are you going to tell us that he was tortured on a rack until it stretched him 3 inches?
That would be ridiculous. He's not Colonel Harris. I never said he was.
You what? You just told us that you both flew away in that helicopter.
I told you we escaped together, but never said that corpse was Colonel Harris. In fact, I have no idea who it is. Are you sure you found it in the helicopter? Did you plan it yourselves to incriminate me? Like some dirty cops?
How dare you! Enough games, Mr. Fox, enough! We'll find out who you are and then we'll execute you. What now?
What the hell is happening in here?
Colonel in the room, salute!
At ease.
Colonel Harris? You're alive. Sir, we thought you passed away.
As you can see, Lieutenant, I'm alive and kicking. Why is this man handcuffed?
We were interrogating him. He's a spy that we captured, sir.
A spy? Are you pulling my leg? He's a civilian who was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. He's also the man that not only saved my life and freed me from the X-Army base, but also he found classified information about Operation Jericho that will be essential in stopping the X-Army. For goodness sakes, that man's a fucking hero. Release him immediately.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them your heroic feat, Fox?
I was at when we entered the helicopter, Colonel. But it looks like they found a corpse in the helicopter. But fuck, I don't know who he is. They say he has a bullet in his head, and it came from my gun. But I haven't killed anyone.
That corpse was General X. I killed him with your gun myself. Don't you remember? See you never, General X. Later, while you were regaining your senses inside the helicopter, I retrieved General X's corpse and dragged it to the helicopter's aft. That bastard was heavy. In the air. You know what happened.
Hurry up, Fox. They're following us.
Don't rush me, Colonel. I'm getting used to the controls. This piece of junk has levers and buttons everywhere. But don't panic. I think we'll be able to reach Allied territory before they catch up.
Then I'll call the cavalry. Charlie, Alpha. 54438, do you copy? Damn it, this radio isn't working. Fucking piece of shit.
Don't worry, Colonel. As soon as we reach Allied territory, they'll stop pursuing us.
Don't worry. Son, with no radio, when this fully armed piece of Soviet junk pings their radar, the first thing they're gonna do when we don't answer is take us down.
Fuck. So we'll be shot at if we keep going, or we'll be shot at when we turn around?
Affirmative. We're between a rock and a hard place. We'll abandon the helicopter as soon as we cross the border. I'm gonna search for the parachutes.
But jumping would still be risky in this jungle terrain.
You have them, Colonel? We're nearly there.
There's only one, Fox. You jump and deliver the documents to the Allies.
Are you insane, Colonel? They won't believe me. And you don't know how to pilot this junk.
I'm dead to them anyway. You're young. You have your life ahead of you, son. Take this ring, show it to them. They'll believe you.
Fuck, it reeks of shit.
Well, that's because those asshole bastards were going to snatch it as they put their hands on me. So I hid it, in the only safe place I had left. My ass. Come on, son, put on the parachute.
Colonel, you need to jump and tell them everything yourself.
We argued about who had to jump, but I had to admit that Mr. Fox had one convincing argument.
Fox, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, son. We're running out of time. For heaven's sake, put on the parachute.
I couldn't use the radio at that time. It wasn't wise to use weapons there. I couldn't use the radio at that time.
The next thing I remember was waking up, hanging from the parachute tangled to a tree. The owner of a farm who spotted me arrived a few minutes later. After tending to my wounds and offering me food, he was so kind as to bring me here to the base.
The lieutenant and the sergeant were shocked and immediately apologized. A few days later, the Army decorated me with 2 medals.
Jesse Fox, for rescuing an MIA military colonel and recovering intelligence on Operation Jericho. I, Colonel Alan Harris of the 5th Battalion, award you a Purple Cross of Civilian Courage.
That medal really exists?
It didn't. They had to invent it, as they had nothing that they could provide for a civilian.
You're also awarded the Gandhi Medal of the National Idiot.
National Idiot?
Well, I received it because I didn't kill any enemies at all during the escape. As you know, militaries don't get why killing is wrong.
Well, at least we agree on that.
So, thanks to the documents I found, the Allies could find and sink every related submarine. The military base, docks, and Omega building were the target of a large operation. everyone was arrested. Robert the paparazzi published the story and won a Pulitzer Prize. The 2 doctors and their 2 fathers dedicated themselves to finding a cure for cancer using nanonuclear weapons.
Wasn't it one doctor?
That's what they wanted us to believe. The captain of that boat retired with my $50 million, but he died of gonorrhea the week after.
Seriously?
Nah, but he would have deserved it. And I went back to my old life as a smuggler. The end.
Wow, Jesse, that's the most incredible story ever told. My god, you have an amazing imagination. You should be a video game writer.
You don't believe me?
Not a word.
Thank you very much, Miss Incredulous. Hey, who are those guys?
Must be an improvised patrol. Don't say a word if they don't ask you anything.
Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
Very well. Let's see. Fuck. You're Jesse Fox.
Yeah, that's me.
Holy Jesus. I can't believe it. Hey, Jimmy. Who is that guy? Fuck, Mike, he's Fox. The one who rescued Colonel Alan Harris and prevented the nuclear attacks. I really admire you, Mr. Fox. You're a fucking hero.
Thanks, soldier.
Here are your passports. Go, drive carefully.
Are you okay? You've been very quiet.
Stop the car.
What's up?
Then it's true. It's all true.
Now do you believe me?
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me now.
Hey, Jimmy, who the fuck is this Colonel Alan Harris? I don't know. Yesterday I met that guy in a bar. He was nice. I told him that I was going to slog as a guard here today. And he said if I pretended he rescued the Colonel and prevented nuclear attacks when he drove by, that he'd give me $100. $100 for saying 4 sentences. Can you believe it? Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
It's been the easiest $100 ever. Fuck. People make up stupid shit just to score. Yeah, dude.